Hi guys, welcome to another LivinginSAtv video. David here. Today we will talk about a few solar projects here in South Africa and give you guys an overview of the solar industry and renewable industry here in South Africa, so stay tuned. So before we start this video, I just want to give a big shout out to all my Patreons, the people who actually support me also via PayPal, and everyone that actually sees the videos on this channel. Thank you guys very much for that. Okay, so in order to understand better this video, we have to see this video here where I speak about 3 mega projects in South Africa, and I speak about load shedding if you're not aware what this is. Okay, so I'll leave on the top right corner the link to watch it. Okay, if you guys are not aware, the first load shedding happened in April 2008, and since then we struggled with this problem. So in 2011 the South African government created a program called Renewable Energy Independent Power Producer Program that allowed foreign renewable energy companies to come into South Africa and start making renewable energy projects in order to battle this load shedding issue that we have. Okay, so in order for us to understand all these projects in South Africa, I actually found out this website, which is called energy.org.za, where they show us a lot of data regarding all these renewable energy projects, and currently we have 95 projects in South Africa. And all these projects go from solar photovoltaic, concentrated solar thermal, onshore wind, small hydro, biomass and landfill gas. That's all the projects that we have until now. Of course, I can talk about them all, but in this video we're going to approach 6 solar projects, all of them in the Northern Cape. Okay, so very interesting curiosity about this that I want actually to share with you guys is the big 5 African fastest growing solar energy markets. So Egypt is number 1, South Africa comes in 2nd place, 3rd is Kenya, 4th Namibia, and the 5th one is Ghana. Okay, let's go to the second curiosity, which is very interesting. I think you guys will enjoy this one. So, floating power stations coming to Saldanha, Richards Bay and Port Elizabeth. Let me tell you guys more about this. Bids were officially opened to independent power producers in December 2019, and within a year attracted a total of 28 responses, representing a generating capacity of 5,117 megawatts. 3 floating power stations, which uses liquefied natural gas to produce electricity, will be docked at Saldanha, Richards Bay and Port Elizabeth as part of South Africa's risk mitigation independent power producer procurement program. Car Powership, a member of Karadeniz Energy Group based in Istanbul, Turkey, has been named as a successful bidder to supply a portion of the 2,000 megawatt required to supplement South Africa's fragile power grid. The Turkish-based company, which is expected to dock its power ships in South African waters around August 2022, as previously promised, to deliver energy to Eskom at a cheaper rate than what it costs the utility to burn diesel to generate electricity, something it does in emergencies. Car Powership currently owns and operates 25 floating power stations which supply 4,350 megawatts of energy to 11 countries, including Gambia, Ghana and Mozambique. A floating plant can be operational within 100 days compared to the years it takes to build a conventional coal-fired station. These power ships require the fuel connection either from onshore facilities or transferred from a secondary ship but do not require any land. How amazing is this? So after making all this research, you guys have to understand that billions of dollars have been invested in these solar, all these renewable energy projects around the country. The biggest ones, which is solar projects, are located in the Northern Cape, and this is exactly where we're going to focus on these 6 projects, being the 6th one still being planned, but really I'm not sure if it will happen. Anyway, I just want to show you guys everything, but don't worry, the 5 first ones are already in operating at 100%. And don't forget, 95 renewable projects in South Africa. This is amazing. Completely amazing. Okay, let's check the videos. Don't forget to stop the video to check more information about each project. So number 1, Jasper Solar Power Project. Keep in mind that this project has been online since 2014 and cost 2.3 billion rand.
Are no strangers to sunshine. We are energetic people engaged in many activities, and we consume electric power to sustain our busy lifestyles. The demand for electricity has increased dramatically over the past 20 years as more and more suburbs are added to the national electricity grid and the population grows. But where does all this energy come from? In the past, we became used to inexpensive electric power provided by coal-fired power stations, which unfortunately produce huge amounts of carbon dioxide and other harmful gases that pollute the atmosphere, creating acid rain and adding to global warming. Most importantly, coal is not a renewable energy resource. Global warming threatens the survival of human society, as well as the survival of countless other species. Coal power stations were built before the threat of global warming was fully realized and were constructed at a time when the majority of households in South Africa were denied access to electricity. But now this has changed, and we all have a right to a sustainable electricity supply. The power blackouts in late 2007 confirmed that our electricity supply is under enormous pressure. South Africa realized that either we change the way we power our world, or we witness the depletion of the world's natural resources and extreme damage to our environment. For these reasons, the Department of Energy in South Africa set up the framework for the introduction of independent power producers into the supply of the energy market. This is in line with the long-term plan of making sure that we are producing at least 30% of our energy needs through green energy solutions by 2030. Fortunately, decades of research has led to the development of efficient solar panel systems that create electricity without producing greenhouse gases. Solar power is now very clearly one of the most important solutions to the global warming crisis. Solar power provides an extremely reliable source of energy with the consistency of the rising and setting of the sun. Globally, we can all rely on when the sun will rise and set on every day of the year. Solar energy production requires little maintenance. Once the solar panels have been installed and are working at maximum efficiency, there is only a small amount of maintenance required each year to ensure that they are maintained in working order. Photovoltaic panels are a silent producer of energy. There is absolutely no noise made as they quietly convert sunlight into usable electricity. Sunlight is everywhere. It is free. The resource is practically inexhaustible and it is emission-free. Jasper is a semi-precious agate mined in the Northern Cape, and the name has given birth to the Jasper Solar Project. It is one of the largest solar installations on the African continent, producing 96 megawatts of electricity. It is adjacent to the 75 megawatt Lesedi Solar Energy Project, which is about 150 kilometers west of Kimberley. These two plants combined will power more than 149,000 South African homes and will provide significant long-term economic benefits to the region. Solar Reserve is a member of the team that submitted a proposal to build and operate a 100 megawatt concentrated solar power plant, similar to the one in Nevada desert near Las Vegas. Named Redstone after the color of the Jasper stone, it will be positioned adjacent to the Jasper and Lesedi projects. There is indeed a bright future for clean energy in South Africa, and Solar Reserve is leading the way.
So number 2, Molilo, Sonidex PV. This project cost 1.3 billion rand and has been operating since 2016.
Je m'appelle Romain Sormani, je suis responsable du développement des activités solaires pour le groupe en Afrique du Sud. Je suis responsable du suivi du projet Prieska, qui est une centrale photovoltaïque située à 800 km au nord de Cape Town environ. Notre capacité à proposer un prix compétitif a été prépondérante dans la sélection de Total par le gouvernement. Je pense que c'est aussi et surtout basé sur la capacité de notre groupe à développer des projets complexes, à nouer des partenariats solides et durables avec des acteurs locaux et à développer autour de l'expertise et de la technologie SunPower un projet à une valeur ajoutée forte pour le pays et le gouvernement. Thank you. Thank you very much. Dans le développement de projets en Afrique du Sud, Mulilo est notre partenaire principal, avec qui on a noué un partenariat depuis 2011. You good?
All good.
Yeah, good to see you, man.
In South Africa, Mulilo is one of the biggest renewable energy companies. We were looking to expand and do a lot more projects in South Africa, and we needed to partner with a large corporation to be able to grow, and we met the guys from Total, and very quickly we concluded a deal. It's a very exciting relationship.
So how long is the drive to Prieska now?
It's about 30 minutes.
Ok, cool. Le site de Prieska, qui fait à peu près 200 hectares, est situé dans le Northern Cape, une zone très désertique de l'Afrique du Sud. Hello, André. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Good to see you again.
Yeah. The site runs in a east-west direction, 2.5 kilometers, and in a north-south direction, 1.5 kilometers, and we're roughly talking about 270 soccer fields. We are using a sun power panel on site. It's the highest efficiency PV module available in the world. The technology on the site is very exciting. The trackers are built on mechanical devices which allows the panels to follow the sunlight during the day.
On a une centrale de 86 MW, ce qui représente environ 200 000 panneaux SunPower à haute efficacité installés sur site. Et la centrale produit en électricité l'équivalent de la consommation de 75 000 foyers sud-africains. L'Afrique du Sud est un des pays les plus dynamiques dans le développement des énergies renouvelables dans le monde, et Total est très fier d'accompagner ce pays dans la diversification de son mix électrique. Au quotidien, travailler dans le solaire, c'est vraiment quelque chose de prenant. On participe à une petite révolution dans le monde sur les marchés électriques. Total a les capacités de faire en sorte que cette énergie devienne de plus en plus compétitive et de plus en plus accessible à l'ensemble de la population.
So, this is number 3, Solar Capital, the ARD Project 1 and 2. These ones have been working since 2014, 2016 and they cost $400 million. 175 megawatts Solar Capital DR, the largest solar farm in the southern hemisphere, Africa and the Middle East. This is just incredible. The size, phase 1, 85 megawatts. Project site, 282 hectares, 282 soccer fields. Global horizontal radiation of 2,168. 160,000 megawatts annually, completing 2014. This can power thousands of houses. The amount of sun that we have, phase 2, 90 megawatts. It's a lot of power. Look at that, 191 hectares. So this is crazy. 2,168. I'm just, wow, impressed with this. 177,000 megawatts annually, complete in January 2016, phase 2. Unbelievable. Wow. This is something else. Total farm extent 2,674 hectares. Total project site extent 473 hectares. Yo. That's gone. Oh my god. Don't you guys get like amazed with all this? Because I do. Homes powered 75,000. Wow, wow, wow. So, the fourth one is the Calc Bolt solar power plant. I'll not disclose the price, but I think this is a Norwegian company.
The sun is a truly remarkable source of energy. Do you know that in 1 year, the Earth receives enough energy from the sun to cover the current need of energy for our globe for 10,000 years? And South Africa is blessed with a lot of it.
Ideal place for solar energy. We really wanted to be active here when the opportunity opened up in South Africa. We have seen a development where the global market for 1 year was installed here in...
Fifth, Northport wind farm. This wind farm was finished in 2016 and cost 1.9 billion rand.
Northport Wind Farm is Mainstream Renewables Power's second wind energy project in South Africa. This was awarded through the Department of Energy's Renewable Energy Independent Power Procurement Program. We started constructing this project in February 2015, and on February 2016 we had a grid connection date, which goes to show that renewable energy projects can be delivered at a short space of time. During construction of the wind farm, we were able to employ roughly about 300 local people from the Northport community, which is good because it's a remote area and there's a sort of relatively high level of unemployment. But also, when we finish constructing this project, we will be able to set up a community trust, which will be money that will come from the generation of power from this wind farm, which will go into the community for various projects. Globally, mainstream renewable power has a vision of creating a paradigm shift in the way we consume energy, because there are a lot of adverse effects of fossil fuels in our world today. Taking it back to emerging markets like South Africa, for instance, the idea is to get into these markets and be able to provide renewable energy projects that can actually change people's life in a short space of time and also save the government money. We started construction in February 2015, and by 2016 February, we were able to connect to the Eskom grid, which shows that renewable energy projects can be delivered quickly and cheaper than the traditional energy sources that you find in the world. Safety is one of our prime objectives on this wind farm. With all the construction activities that have occurred here, we always make sure that we maintain a good safety record, and we're very proud of it. We make sure that everybody understands that there is no limit to how safe we can be. We instill it in our contractors, but they've also cooperated with us in that regard. They've also reiterated that mainstream renewable power is focused on safety, and they do everything in their power to make sure that we have safe working conditions. Our mission as mainstream renewable power is to provide clean, renewable energy to South Africa that has no adverse effect on the environment and the communities. In terms of our values, when we start constructing small communities, we always get there with the utmost respect for the local labor, the stakeholders, the local leadership, and the landowners that we work on the wind farm with. When complete, the Northport wind farm will have 35 2.3 megawatt wind turbines, which will produce at full capacity 80 megawatts. This will equate to generating to the Eskom grid 304,800 megawatts per year. This amount of electricity will be able to power up 70,000 local homes. And by having a renewable energy project like this, we will be able to save 300,000 tons of carbon emissions per year.
This will be the sixth one, the Redstone solar project, which was valued in $750 million, but actually never left the drawing board.
Redstone project will be located adjacent to the Lesedi and the Jasper projects, creating Africa's first combined CSP and PV solar park.
Okay, so if you guys stay until the end of the video, congratulations, because I'm going to give you a bonus project called the Ketu Thermal Solar Project. Wow. Or power plant, if you want to call it. And it cost 12 billion rand and was basically, or started operations in 2019. So it's quite fresh. Let's take a look. The Ketu Solar Park CSP plant. Don't you love that sunrise? Commence operations, date January in 2019. Part of the South African government integrated resources program, which aims to increase the country's power generation capacity. Look at this. Amazing, huh? Don't you love to see people working together, even if it's a corporate video? Creation of more than 5,000 jobs. provides clean and dispatchable energy for more than 179,000 houses. 6 million tons of CO2 avoided in a period of over 20 years. Oh my god, 29 million investment beyond clean energy. Technological, economic and social legacy for South Africa. The future is here and now. Wow, wasn't this an amazing video? Haven't you guys learned so much? Are you guys not positive about things? Because I am. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, to share, and put a like because it helps the channel a lot. And see you in the next LivinginSAtv video.